Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salam, peace and divine love. Marhaba, welcome. Marhaba, welcome, welcome. I want to thank those who came before me, those who restore me, those who adore me, who reflect more of me, who celebrate my free just to be me. Alhamdulillah, all praise is due to God. Are you ready to be fully activated? I am activated. Marhaba, welcome, welcome. Marhaba. Peace and divine love. Welcome. Just clearing the energy, waiting for everyone to come in. Thank you so much for being here. Salam. Peace. Good energy. And I want to just bring in the good energy with some good sound first as I welcome you in. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Calling in the good energy for tonight. And I want to thank you for tuning in. I am excited to be here today. It is the birth of my baby, my project, Activated. It has been a long time coming, and everything is in divine alignment. And so I am so blessed to be here to present this to you, for you to hear it, to my album release, my listening party online virtually. So you can be anywhere in the world. So wherever you are, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. And I am going to share all the 7 songs on this album, and just to talk about it, Activated. The story behind the album. Actually, I have not had a full album or an EP in over 10 years. Yes, it's been that long. So that's why this is so special and so dear to me. And as an artist, a multi-dimensional artist, I've been working on a lot of other things. So I had published works in different publications, major publications, as an artist, as a poet. Also, playwright. I've been acting also as well in several plays, and I even wrote and directed my own play over the course of those years. I've directed and wrote plays for youth for the last 15 years, and I've always performed, of course, as a spoken word poet. Usually I perform a lot of times in venues. Sometimes I have music, sometimes a lot of times I'm a cappella, but I have a special place as a recording artist. And so blessed with this project Activated to get back to the project, to get back to, in this project, to recording. And the reason why I named it Activated, actually years ago, when I was scheduled to come out with an album, maybe 5, 6, I don't know, it was like 7, 8, 9 years ago, 8, 9 years ago, a while ago. I originally had an album coming out called Activate. Now, the word activate, it is a command. It's a command to instruct people to activate. Activate to what? Activate to your higher self. Activate to the divine within. Activate, plug to God. Activate on a higher frequency to the higher realms, the spirit realm. Connect to who you truly are. That's what it meant. It was a command at that time. And the reason why I decided to, at this time, in divine alignment, because nothing is outside of the realm and the will of Allah, of God. And so this time I said, it's a different time than we're living in from 8 years ago or 7 years ago when I had the idea to do that. It's a whole nother time as to where people are. They've heard the command activate already, that is already put into the universe, into the cosmos, into the atmosphere, inside what's already encoded inside of them has been activated. So that's why I call it activated. I think everybody now they're continuing on their path to be activated to their higher self, to higher realms, to higher frequencies, to want to function from the soul, to want to connect to their soul level, and to want to live in divine abundance and divine purpose and have that free flowing alignment. So the first track, I released it about a month and a half ago. I love this. I wrote this first as part of a play by Mr. Hanna. He's director, put on a play, Mr. Buddy Hanna, a play, and he asked me to write a piece. And the play was about social justice and just all things about Black people in our lives. And I love when I'm asked to write something because it brought out a different energy and spirit. And so I really feel the ancestors with me when I wrote this and meditated on this. And the production is by Professor Griff of Public Enemy, who I work with on 5 of the songs. And I hope you enjoy it. This is We Resilient.
They want to see us silent, sleeping, sunken, drunken. They want our spirits blistered, battered, broken, lynched, and choking on years of fears fractured. The clanking, cracking of the chains, imprisoning brains, and some remain stained to this day. No longer do we hunger for others' approval. It's the removal of the shackles off our souls. We are righteous, running, radicals, rebels. We are resilient love, brilliant love, the fulfillment of eons of expansive light. We are sunlit, cosmic, walking miracles. African skylines camouflaged in Babylon's lies. We carry torches with heart purifying energy. We come marching, legs spiraling like deep tree roots embedded in ancient soil, fingers leaking, dripping of our inheritance of enlightenment. We've been battered with backbone shattering for thousands of years. The only silence we seek is the sweet silence of serenity, savoring soul food from saints and sages in nighttime, seeking spirit fire for ammunition. Our actions and voices are still roaring, but with volumes off the pentatonic scales, carrying forces of freedom and hollering hurricanes with whirlwinds as worlds spin from spirit realms so steep. Go deep, lifting up Atlantic Ocean tongues, untangling from algae and seaweed. We see seeds bloom from concrete, providing substance to an entire ecosystem in a system designed to try and redefine, not refine our existence as clever mystics. I pray for my ancestors and tongues that were erased and now resurfacing in my genetic coding, holding on to that which was and new infinite openings opening to necessary narratives navigating new, resurrecting our royal, reclamation of our community, renaming, reclaiming, building from Kingston to Kenya, from Chicago to Cairo, from Beirut to Brooklyn, from Detroit to Denmark. So this silence will be so loud with the quantum cosmic karma coming at subatomic particle speed with the force and revenge of my people.
Thank you. I want you to post your questions into the chat box because I would love to hear any questions that you have about me, about being a poet, about being a writer, about being a mother, about being a wife, about being a holistic health educator, about my journey as an artist. It's been a very long time. I've been an artist all my life. And it went from fashion design. First started creative writing when I was a little girl at 9. Then it went to, I always wanted to be an actress. And then I started with theater and then fashion and spoken word came later after that in my adult life. It came in my adult life. I've been doing it for decades, but it came in my adult life. And so any questions that you may have, I want it to be interactive. Any questions about the songs that I play, please ask them about being an artist, producers I work with, anything you can ask me about my art. I would want this to be interactive. So I'm going to continue with the next song, which is called Essence. I love this. I love this album because it's very diverse. None of the songs sound alike. None sound alike. And that's kind of like me. I'm very layered. And you can't put me in a box. I don't put myself in one. And everything, all the songs I'm working on didn't even make the album. I'm still in the studio literally as we speak. I have to go back in tomorrow. I was in last week. I was in 2 days ago. So everything didn't make the album, but I had to give birth to this. I had to bring this out. And hopefully, inshallah, God willing, I will expand even more as you see me over the years. So this is called Essence, and it means, the meaning behind it is just kind of talking about my mission, being strong in my mission and who I am, the essence of who I am as the lyrical healer. I call myself Tasleem Jamila, the lyrical healer. So this, I love this. This is called Essence. Professor Griff also produced this as well. Hope you enjoy it.
My very essence speaking, this is what I really mean. Spirit hygiene, golden energy, be so supreme. The very presence, royal regal, like you never seen. The status standard on majestic warrior, soul queen. They say, she's so passionate, so perfectly present with divine purpose, powerfully packed and potent, persistent on a mission that's masterfully mastered, a masterpiece, a mixture of spiritual power, lyrical showers, and lyrical assassin. Now that's some passion. She be trashing a tragic torment that tattered torn souls from psychological war torn holes. I'm the daughter of Mansa Musa, mind like friends, phenomenon like Zorno, Hurston, and them. I study ancient texts like Al-Ghazali, antique artifacts, skilled in the lyrical artifacts. No PhD yet, but I'm so scholarly. That's why sisters and brothers holler at me, cause they hear me. The angels dwell near me and stim me with knowledge that's so polished that they acknowledge me like I'm college. Except I demolish all the lies. I'm so solid and gifted with the scrolls and scripts that's lifted from the ether realm where I take trips, so I don't trip on the stagnant stains of planet ships from slave ships. I'm here to free you, so you'll see you. My very essence speaking, this is what I really mean. Spirit hygiene, golden energy, be so supreme. The very presence, royal regal, like you never seen. The status standard on majestic warrior, soul queen. Like a lion, I'm gonna triumph. Any mountain, I'm climbing it. Herbal remedies for the sinuses. The challenges, not defining this. No debates in my grade, I got alliances. Like angels, aulias, and scientists. No stopping the silences, eternal irises. Only the all-seeing determine the finalists on the final list. My zikr be more than affirmations affirming my highness. Don't need outside confirmations to determine my lioness, queen of cosmic reality without the viruses. I'm elevating nations with truth. My vibrations with my ancestors and the youth. They proof that leaders created in wombs and upper rooms that bloomed and consumed ripe fruits with attributes of the divine that you can't dispute. I don't ignore the sores that spoiled the Moors. My people hurting. I've been deep searching, and for certain I was sent to pull curtains, birthing new self-worth to you. May get rough, but you more than enough, even at war when it's tough. Never give up. on you. My very essence speaking, this is what I really mean. Spirit hygiene, golden energy be so supreme. The very presence, regal, royal, like you never seen. The status standard on majestic warrior, soul queen. My very essence speaking, this is what I really mean. Spirit hygiene, golden energy be so supreme. The very presence, regal, royal, like you never seen. The status standard on majestic warrior, soul queen.
Yes, I actually love that. When yeah, I actually loved it. Working with Professor Griff was actually magnificent because I've known him for a very long time. And of course, he is a mentor. I look up to him, a legend, and on so many levels, you know, Public Enemy co founder, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But even before that, just an activist and just a real person, a genuine person. And one thing about him, he's always asked me over the years, like, you know, your work is powerful. Your words are powerful. When are you coming out with something? When, you know, so coming from him, it's real. You know how some people may tell you that you may say, oh, okay. But just coming from him and that, saying that, it meant a lot to me. You know, him being someone that I look up to highly and respect on that level. So just working with him and having him asked me exactly what kind of vibe I wanted and design it around me and what I want in my words is just heartfelt, humbling, and I am truly grateful. So I'm going to bring up another person right now. I have a special guest coming in. So let's see who's coming in. Let's see who's coming in. Let's see. What? My friend, my dear friend, Reginald. Look, where my tambourine? This is my Phil Coran.
Congratulations on the release of your new album.
His energy is in here. This is Reginald R. Robinson, and he worked on the next song. Another dear friend of mine who I've been knowing a very long time worked on the song "Beautiful Black Man." And Reggie, I just want you to talk about how it was working with. You could tell if I was a pain, you know, whatever. But how was it working with you?
It took a while to get this music to get it done, and you know, it was it took a long time to get this work done, and we got it done. Finally got it finished. But it was the work was, I mean, it was inspired, as I mentioned before. It was inspired by one of the early jazz, not early jazz greats, but one of the jazz greats from the bebop era, from the bop era. The brother McCoy Tyner, and I was inspired. I listened to his tune called African Village, and that's what I was inspired by. So when you hear "Beautiful Black Man," you're hearing it's me trying to imitate the sound of the late '60s, like 1967, '68, around that time.
But I love you said African Village. That's very me. So you know that energy, I love it. And to me, it's very personal. Beautiful Black Man, because this is what our Black men are going through, and they go through all the time. I just wanted to celebrate them. And so when I wrote this, I was very deliberate. And Reginald also did the video for it. So if you want to watch that, it's on YouTube. And he put the lyrics in it. Why did you put the lyrics in it?
Because I think that I thought that the lyrics are important, and it's in a way, you know, like when we listen to old hip hop songs, sometimes you get those words wrong, and you're very clear. The way you speak is very clear, but I think that it's easier. It's an easier way for people to see the words so they won't go wrong. Because trust me, like when I listened to it, I didn't know some things some of the words I still didn't. I mean, it's so complicated. Some of the words that you use, the way you say them, I didn't quite understand it until you gave me the lyrics. So I was like, oh, that's what she said. I was like, oh, that's even more complex than I thought.
Right.
So I think it's important for people to see those words so they'll get the words right. Yeah, because it's a powerful song. Yeah.
It's always an honor to work with you. I worked with you on my first album, on the Brighter A Brighter Day song. And if anybody, you look him up, Reginald R. Robinson, he's a MacArthur genius. He is so, he knows his knowledge when it comes to real jazz, beginning of jazz, which is ragtime, which is black music. And he is a genius self-taught. If anybody knows anything about ragtime music, if you don't, you need to do your research. And Reginald R. Robinson is a great place to start. He is magnificent. He is a master at what he does. He's very humble, but no, he is a master. And I've been blessed to have been in the presence and trained and learned from masters in their craft. So this is to all the beautiful Black men out there, and to a beautiful Black man who actually was murdered a couple of days ago. I was very sad yesterday, still today. My brother Muhammad Abdul Salam, and murdered in Atlanta, and by other Black men. And we have to love each other. So this is especially for him, beautiful Black man.
You got open eyes that rise so wise on every realm and dimension. We align, divine, intertwine, take flight so tight, but no tension. Matter of fact, you so intact, perfectly exact. You get all my attention. You beautiful, bold, brilliant Black man. I'm upholding, unfolding in your soul and your black skin, melanated, militant, marinated in magnificence with your Black plans. So masterfully molded and mastered from original Black lands. I celebrate, emulate and emanate you, cause you elevate that Black stand. You blue, black, purple, black, ether reflection. You star creator, bar raiser, complete her projection. Perfection personified in tune like a jazz horn section. Gleaming and beaming cause you redeeming our dreams. We preserving and birthing them queens and kings. So supreme, so wise and wonderful. No wonder they call you Hakeem. Like tattoos tatted and taped on my souls. Ain't no undo to you. Can't unscrew what the Most High did glue. Stuck, stable, I adore you. What's up, Black man? I'm so able. I'm here for you. We build pyramids placed in paradise for generations to prosper. You like Mansa Musa, Nat Turner, and Malcolm speaking on that rostrum. You a Muslim, Hebrew, or a Rasta. Our foundation, indigenous vibration, stay charged like copper. And every noted nation try and clone you, imposter. You that alchemist, activist, restore, standing ovation. Where's your Oscar? I got you, HD widescreen. I got you eating original organic, insides clean. I'm your naturopathic doctor, third-eyed genes, eating navy beans and beets and vegan sweets and everything alkaline in between. Healing wounded wounds, I'm your sage, burning sage. Living in this hell, I transform your storm, I calm your rage. I'm never discreet, no defeat. I got you at home and on concrete streets, no compete. I'm in your bloodstream that flows in between each heart's beat. I'm your queen, Nefertari, queen T, I'm your complete. We yin yang, moon, sun, each other's dark matter, renewal, retreat. What seemed impossible, it's possible, divine view. Reality embellished, and I relish in your mind too, where all things in cosmic reality shine through. We write new scrolls and books, taking our truth from them soulless crooks. Engineering and navigating new nations, new Black family, the most high, divine creation.
All right, I want to thank you. That's for my beautiful, all the beautiful black men out there. Um, yeah, I want to be the one to celebrate you. And what better way to do it with a beautiful black woman? So I love that. And I want to thank Reggie again for being there to celebrate. Now I'm going to move on to the next song on the album. Another one. So as you see, they all have their own flavor to them. They're all different flavors. This is what's this, number 4. So this one I released just last week. It's called Our Love, and it is house music. One of my loves. As much as I am a soul music, a hip hop head, I am a house head. I'm from Chicago. Whoop, whoop, big up Chicago. I am definitely a house head. Yes, I was one of the ones who was standing by the speakers. I had to feel the music, and I love house music to this day. And actually, the first song that I ever recorded was a house single. Rest in peace, DJ Big. I used to host a poetry show, and he was my DJ, and he was a house DJ. And I have a lot of friends in Chicago who are house DJs. Some no longer live there. Some live overseas. Some live in other states. I'm working with some currently now. And yes, so this was a love. And this was produced. This was produced by Akee Dawson, and he sings on it also. Akee Dawson, I've been knowing him a very long time. He's a DJ. He's a singer and producer from Chicago. And I've only performed with him on stage some years ago. This was maybe like 12, 13 years ago. He sung with me on stage. And I've never worked with him after that before. So I told myself, I was like, I need to work with him again on a song. So I'm going to cue this one up. And we're going to play this one. It's called Our Love. Oh, let me get it here. Give me a second.
I love, 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 I love.
Our love is a revolutionary act, a holy union, a sacred ceremony. The ancestors convened to call us together on this day, at this time, in this hour, at this moment. Look at the stars shining, spiritual showers, cosmic awakening. Celebrate our love. We got that freedom love, cause we feel free just to be. We remember each other before this existence of our earthly meeting. We fed each other drinks at heaven's gates with joy as refreshing drinks. This is visionary love, victorious love. We like Malcolm and Betty, Martin and Coretta. We ready. Our love is led by spirit. It's steady, strong, and stable. That melanin memory, cosmic matter Mary, marveling in our magnificence. That limitless love, infinite, soul steering, invigorating, regenerating, rejuvenating. Our love is mirrored flame, unashamed, timely, divinely directed, empowering and resurrected. Our love is so necessary. Our love is urgent. It is certain. It is sweet, sensual. Our love is pyramid gazing, soul healing and nation building. Our love is highly enlightening, raising frequencies when we enter the room. Our love is like prayer vigils. Our love is commitment, engagement, rearrangement. Love handles business, shining beauty stitch on each other's souls. We glide on cosmic corners, etched in constellations, where we be standing, pouring libations on Kemetic soil, frankincense and myrrh, incense and oil. Our love is foolproof, sage cleanse, alkaline ready, heart safe in each other's arms, steady like R&B old school love, genetically encoded, motions and movement like African drumming. It's like violins heart strumming, creating melodic memories that go on into forever. We like tribal temples sanctified by the Most High, dedicated to each other, and most of all dedicated to God, synchronized heartbeats in two like one. I love heals, I love feels, so good. It reveals, it liberates, it elevates. Together our breaths whistle sweet like hummingbirds rejoicing, like ancestors voicing call and responses. Our love is a prayer song, an ancient anointing, a divine appointing, more than a compliment to each other. Our love is bold, a holy union, a sacred ceremony. Our love is chanting affirmations, chakra activation, and elements of flow energy, facilitating force fields that shield. We are a revolutionary hymn, humming, intertwined, healing heartaches. Heaven's silence bows to us. We in lavender landscapes, feeling the impulse in our very beats. Our love like angels singing. Our love is royalty, spiritual warriors brave like thunder. I wonder what's ahead for us to manifest. This righteousness marching in, we sow seeds of justice, freedom, and peace. We high vibrational dwellers, standing like treetops, roots tangle in, earth shatters when our eyes link. May we create new worlds, new infinite possibilities. We gliding through the water as we bend through the storm. We remind each other that we can fly. Energies with heavenly elements sent through nature. Our essence is so pure. The revolution is our love. Our love is reliable. It's so undeniable. Our love is so beautiful.
What about our love? What about this love, baby? What about this love? What about our love? What about our love? Everything that we established. What about this beautiful black love? Oh, what about our love? What about our love? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, what about our love? What about our love? What about this love? What about our love? What about this love? What about our love? What about this love? What about our love?
All right, that was our love. Actually, I wrote this for a wedding. Stephanie Moore and her husband, I wrote it for their wedding. And that's the actually only time I ever shared the poem in public. And then I decided when I was working on the album, I was looking over writing things and some of my other poetry, and I was like, wow, these are some beautiful words. I need some music to this. I need some voices, I need something else to this. So thank you for the inspiration, Stephanie. So of having this beautiful ceremony when I was able to express myself with that music, our love. All right, next we're gonna move to my next song. And if you all have any questions, let me know. Let me check the chats. Let me see. Thank you. She said it's a jam. She loves it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you to New Freedom Exchange. They're the ones that's helping me live stream this. Please go like their page. New Freedom Exchange. Exchange is the X and the word change. Thank you so much. I couldn't have done it with this much professionalism and to stream on all the different platforms as it wasn't for them. I was on their show last month, and inshallah, hopefully I'll be on there again talking about just I have some new things coming up. But please go like their page, go see what they're doing. They have a whole lot going on. They actually was just streaming on their page as well. So big ups to New Freedom Exchange and all the love. And I want to thank everybody over the years, all the love that you've shown me. And even though I hadn't come out with a complete like EP or album, I've had so many singles that came out. And being that this is my activism, this is my love, and everybody have their way of being a part of what's going on now in the world. And my art is that. My art is my activism. I've had songs that have come out about raising awareness for the doctors need to come over here from Cuba and Zimbabwe about what's going on there with their doctors taking care of their citizens and having free health care. So, and my music was played in Cuba and in Zimbabwe. That's projects I've been on and several projects over the years. So always working behind the scenes. Even if you don't see me, I'm always working behind the scenes. Okay. Oh, guess who I have popped in now? Mr. I'll let him come in now. Mr. I Love. What's up? Okay.
Hey everybody, hey, what's going on?
This is our kid Dawson. I'm so excited. Okay, this is the one. Okay, y'all gotta show him some love. Did you hear that beautiful voice? Did you hear that beautiful voice? He actually sung at my wedding, and he has that kind of old school voice that we need today, with that passion, with that love. So take it away, Aki. How was it? Producing the song and singing on it. What did you feel? Because you the one told me I hear something when I was in the studio.
Yeah, the first time we did it, the first take, it was decent, but I just wanted to take it home and work with it a little bit more. And I got a little bit of inspiration from your lyrics and your content, stuff you were talking about. So I just kind of basically vibed off that and just, came up with the hook, and it just came together, it's natural.
Yeah, well, you're a natural. Your voice is amazing. And check Keith Dawson out. He has a lot of work out there, not only as a singer, but as a producer. He's doing production with many people across. His music is across the world, working in different genres, soul, R&B, house music. And so I want to thank you for adding this house flavor to my album, which house music, I love house music. So why house music? Why did you hear house? Because I know you do all kind of music.
I mean, that's the foundation of, I guess, when I was growing up, like you, we grew up in, I guess, the 90s era where house was prevalent. So, I'm a DJ as well. So house is still big globally, and of course in the city of Chicago. So I just felt like you needed that house, sound on your album. You definitely needed that.
Yeah, I did.
Some people can get up and dance and stand in front of the speaker and sweat and let it all out.
Yeah. I can't wait to complete the video coming out soon. And I want to thank you so much for being a part of my journey, my album. And me and Aki, we got some other stuff coming up for y'all. So
yeah, no doubt.
Other stuff. So thank you for showing me love, Aki. Thank you so much. I appreciate
you. Absolutely.
All right. Peace. So that was Mr. Aki Dawson with Our Love. Check him out. He's amazing. Y'all heard his voice. Come on, he's amazing. All right, play another song. This song is called Legacy. Now, this song is really talking about where I come from, with my parents, with my who I am. My parents being originally from Alabama and Mississippi, but they've been in Chicago over 50 years. So shout out to my parents. I'm sending you love, love, love. My mom, who's 80, my dad's 84. They've been married 59 years. And just the roots. I come from a strong foundation. All my cousins online, shout out to my friends I've been knowing since I was like 5 years old. I see them. I see y'all. My cousin Courtney, my friend Stacy, my twin sister Norma. Shout out to everybody. My husband Khalid, my daughters Mariam, Khalila, who live with this artist. So this is Legacy.
grew up wearing ponytails and cornrows. Afro puffs and thorns rose. A bullet voice for torn souls. Southside shy with native ways. Country urban with weight of praise. Vision stays on ancestral great. Mission strong on genetic fate. I got my mama and papa dopeness trace. Divine assignment, I was sent by the great, cause it's evidence I'm relevant for the time we living in. Sit here with healing in my voice, see my soul ain't giving in. 100 every time, blazing stages, dope as rhymes. Daddy came from Mississippi, got down in mama's Alabama pies. To Chicago Brownsville blues with them windy city skies. I hear angels guide my mission as my words got kids to cries. The world is screaming out and I'm responding with this prize. I'm here to dice it up, splice it up. Melodically I'm different, translating from how realms, fresh tune in existence. Persistent in my mission, speaking 19 tongues, breathing with 19 lungs, beating on 19 drums to free all my daughters and sons. Freedom, wisdom, knowledge, that's just part of the one. I got fearless actions, astral time travel, mind elevation, parallel worlds, galaxy building, Sufi meditation. I'm training brain balance and basics, heart alignment bracelets. I got coded embedded lyrics to get you out of this matrix. And I never lack drive. I stack thrive, smack five, turn up in overdrive and hit revive. When you wanna attack my vibes, I got more dopeness stored in the archives. I'm plugged into a higher brain, from a higher plane, spinning on the axis for higher gains. Energy up top, I'm never drained. Maintain my inheritance, queen brain. Train tracks zigzag, I interrupt them lanes. I'm from my ancestors' prayers, one of those souls that keeps coming back again. I am from Southern farmers and Baptist preachers, Chi-Town imams, Sufi mystic and West African sheikhs and teachers, psychic, mama, village healers, Sunday pew kneelers, dream catchers when everyone else tried to steal us. Those warrior women who fight with spirits and gun. Those men whose bravery is unparalleled, brighter than the sun. What grandmama's cooking is a conjuring, bringing heaven from hell. Those who got royalty in their sails. I come from those who fly with angels, who see life from every angle. I come from women who put rose quartz under pillows, who convene in sacred circles so generations can still grow. I come from Mississippi and Alabama, Dr. Watts healers, who resurrect everybody, they mama and the dealers, who sing freedom songs to remind us of where we belong. Burden backs, broken, creepy in crevices, carved out for strength, steeped in the pavement with step structure, our footwork, ancestral grounds all around Chi-Town, oceans and bellies flooding the streets. Come from heavenly heritage handed with hearts, heat in the midst of treacherous trauma and tortures. Front porches become community congregation. Kitchen is the sacred sanctuary to heighten vibrations, feeding souls and bellies with jarred jelly and herbal salves and elixirs to fix her after broken royal rituals. Transformator tinctures and plants alone, water bowls and crystal stones, deep pentatonic tones, moaning music with prayer circles and hand claps, made possibilities plentiful without the mind traps. Spirit imaginations for soul activations, water wombs and shucking corn, healing okra soup when new babies were born, self-governing elder sessions to listen to prophecy, giving wisdom from the cosmos astronomically, roots, connection, earth people anchored me in power and allowed me to fly free, holding freedom in their eyes and hands, beauty bloomers. The ancestors are calling us to our grandmamas and granddads' bosoms, backyards baking, creating divine love beyond this realm, to fill a piece of peace, to Sankofa in order to spring forth.
That was Legacy. So thank you for all the love, Angela. I was on her show last week promoting. Thank you, Khadijah. Thank you, Greg, my neighbor, like my little brother I grew up with. Thank you so much for all the love that everybody's showing. If I didn't say your name, can't see everything. I know it's streaming on like 6 different platforms. I saw over lots of people sharing it. So thank you so much for sharing this love. This means so much to me as an independent artist. And my work, it will be available for you to buy at midnight all over the place. So stream it on Spotify, add it to your playlist, add it to, it'll be everywhere, Google Play, YouTube, whatever, everywhere. But if you want to support me, go to my website at midnight and you can click on the link there and it'll take you directly to somewhere where you can actually buy it and the proceeds will come to me. But share it. Thank you so much. And thank you for the vibe. Somebody asked me what was the inspiration for that song. Again, that poem, I wrote it. It really was just about, again, where I come from on many different angles. So it was talking on a spiritual, a physical, and a literal where I'm from with my parents, and just giving homage to all those people who made me who I am. Spiritual people, so many different teachers and roads in my life into who I am today. And we're all on our own spiritual journeys. And that basically was just the inspiration for that whole vibe. Okay, so we're gonna move to the next one, which is a fun one. And it's called, well, I'll tell you what it's about first. It's kind of like a fun wordplay. It's talking about, again, me being the lyrical healer that I am. Fun wordplay, being bold on my mission that God gave me. And just channeling and that energy of high vibrational poets and MCs that I love over the years. And so I hope you enjoyed this one. This is called Just So Brave.
So unique, she speak with a super superb speech cause she bold. So refined, reminds sublime, it's time to see soul. She create on straight path so she's forever whole. Organic food that renews her body so she won't grow old. The cold codes of rejection and deception, y'all might just explode. But she's so cold that she was foretold she unfold this warrior gold. Don't you know she got a miracle flow and glow that make her lyrical superb? Like red raspberry herbs on African soil, smooth as coconut oil, she healed with her words. From the Japanese to Senegalese, they bumping the MP3 on the streets by the curve. Precise, so nice with the flow, your soul not disturbed. She be ill with them rhymes on fire, higher, forever, never observed. Vocal movement flows, every pronoun and verb. Vocal movement flows like a radiant bird. Tasleem Jamila on the quest to be the best, to be heard. You crave to be saved, and I'm just so brave. You crave to be saved, and I'm just so brave. You crave to be saved, and I'm just so brave. I'm mystical like a kufi wearing Sufi. A Buddhist chanting, eating sushi. A gangster gorilla, some call Sunni. Biblically baptized, coded Quranic wise. Man, I own this. Y'all still paying Chase Bank, you gotta loan this. Honing my skills so your brain's strained. Trying to comprehend my throne as queen. Expertise expounded, exponentially grown this. Independent artist, but you still can't clone this. Respect claimed and I demanded it. Original oracle, spiritual flow and flyness, man, I branded it. Handed down in the scripts on lips like Oshun. I commended it. You crave to be saved, and I'm just so brave. You crave to be saved, and I'm just so brave. You crave to be saved, and I'm just so brave. The ancestors paved the way. The ancestors paved the way. The ancestors paved. I spot my victims like a Bruce Lee movie scene. Don't scream or stress. My technique will be a painless process. I got express access to what the mile possess. Yes, in my battle dress with finesse, mind blessed, no contest. Produce the music that complement my lyrical freedom of press. A MC and poet and MC at best. I hope you hear the codes of my rhymes real clear. Scientifically engineered, I'm so sincere. I be near to the celestial sphere. Negative energy disappear when I enter without fear. In tune with my God intuition. In submission with my divine mission. Like a naturopath physician, I'm giving you that organic nutrition. Cause you crave to be saved, and I'm just so brave. Like Harriet Tubman, friend, mental, and spiritual slaves. I'm bringing them back home from the cradle to the grave.
You crave to be saved, and I'm just so brave. You crave to be saved, and I'm just so brave. You crave to be saved, and I'm just so brave. The ancestors paved the way. The ancestors paved the way. The ancestors paved the way.
Peace. That was Just So Brave, and that was produced by Professor Griff. So thank you for all the love and the comments. Yes. Okay, I see you. All right, you guys, we're gonna keep the energy flowing. I have a very, very special guest, so I'm gonna have to clear the energy here with some Palo Santos for this person. This is incredible mentor, legend, none other than, come on, bring him in.
Oh, come on. You ain't got to do all of that.
This is my Baba Phil Coran. He gave me this.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. What's up, Professor Griff?
Peace. What's good? What's happening with you?
Everything. My album that you made it possible for me because
give
I was
thanks.
playing. So
I was one of the ones that made it possible.
you're one of the ones that the main one. So what made you like just say, look, we gonna get this done?
Knowing you all the years that I've known you and traveling, all of the time that I've been traveling and discussing artists and music and legacy and all that kind of stuff with your husband, I keep asking about your music, when's she gonna do it? And I guess he got tired of asking, so I'm like, let me talk to her myself. So I said, yeah, look, I'm just gonna do some tracks. Here you go. Come on, there's a studio in Atlanta. Let's do it. Yeah. So,
You've been humble. You didn't do it like that. You were very like, almost like a father to a child. Like, look, what sound do you want? I mean,
right.
you had me in tears. I was like, this is so beautiful. Oh my God. I'm like, wow, you sent him to do. Yeah, I was very moved because of who you are and who you could be working with and who you do work with and what you do. Right. And I'm just like humble, like little old me, so I was really humbled that you actually take the time to do that. And no, he didn't just throw me something. And it was very personable and it was out of love. And I love you so much for this.
Oh, give thanks.
It just means so much to me that you even taking the time now to do this for me. Thank you so.
When I was putting the music together, you're right. I didn't just throw you anything. I like focused and tailor making it for you. I'm like, yo, you would sound dope over this. Check this out. And yeah, I just kind of put my foot in. And because people don't know, they don't know me as a producer.
Yeah.
They know me as everything else, the radical militant guy. But they don't, and me and Soleil was just talking about that on the way home. It's like, they just don't know you as a producer. And because people don't know, I did half of her album.
Yeah.
Then I turned around and did what I did with you. And then I did my whole album.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I know that. And that's why I was like, wow. That's why I meant so much. Because I'm like, he's doing his wife. Check out Miss Soleil album. He just did an album. And I mean, people don't know you play instruments. You are multi-talented. And I think,
thanks.
Don't know that. Like, I remember you had that band. What was it? Seventh
Octave.
Yeah. So you are multi-layered and multi-talented. So
thanks.
to have just your energy on it, it means everything to me. And it hyped me up so much. Your husband, my husband, Kyla will tell you, like, I just live in my little office, my room here, my studio, continuing to produce and go into the studio. Well, working with people now, I'm going to the studio now, and you spearheaded that for me again.
Thanks. So did you finally got it complete? And
yeah, it's here. It'll be out everywhere at midnight tonight. So
wow, that's beautiful. Can I get a copy? Can I hear? Can I put it on my wall? Like.
You get a copy, you send it to me. Look, yeah. So I flew into Atlanta, and just before all this pandemic stuff, I recorded all this in December. So this was a labor of definite love because I did this in December, and then the other music I did with the other two people that was in January, and then all this happened. And
wow. You on the move then, for real?
I was serious. I was real serious. Then all that happened, and then even through this, you all, he finished it up. What, in June did you finish it? And you through all the pandemic and all that, you went and finished it. Wow.
Yeah. So I truly want to hear everything else because I haven't heard what you did with the other producers.
Okay.
I think I heard glimpses of it. I want to hear it all together and how it gelled together. Yeah.
Right after this. Definitely. Thank you.
Where do I have to be to hear it?
I'm gonna send it to your email. I'll send you a link. What you mean where you gotta be?
All right, cool. All right.
Black with it on there, you know. No, truly, you don't know how much this means to me. I thank you so much for taking out the time. People, yeah, you didn't have to do that. So I already know because I've had 1,000 albums supposed to come out over the years working with people and it just never happened. And so I'm the kind of person, I'm like, all right, I'll move to something else. So I wrote books, produced plays, you know, was supposed to be in South Africa at this time for COVID. I just keep it moving. But my heart is in recording because I know that's where the people need to hear. They need to hear it in music. So
right, because I think when we actually met, you were on the air.
Yeah, yep. I was a journalist for 10 years, over 10 years in Chicago. Yeah, I met years ago. And then we did the Turn Off Channel Zero documentary.
Right, exactly. We did the film, right? Okay, yeah.
We did a lot of stuff. Yep. So I've been knowing you for a very long time, even before I knew my husband.
Right.
It was really funny when I met him, and I'm like, "What? Y'all know each other?" Yeah. So everything, I'm like, I just can't get rid of him, can I?
But that's a beautiful thing because maybe that was for a reason for us to come back around and get this music done. Yeah.
That's what we had to. And God willing, inshallah, we'll do more beautiful things together. Give a shout out to Miss Soleil, his beautiful wife, with her energy, powerhouse couple. Thank you so much. So any last words? It's yours. What you have to say?
I truly want to say, I was asked a question on a panel discussion that I was having, and they asked me the question, has the pandemic hindered your ability to be creative, or did it heighten it? What did you do, you know, when the pandemic hit, from the day you found out until like right now? What happened artistically? And that's what I want to ask you. Artistically.
Fire. I finished buying stuff for my full studio that I'm in right now. You can't see all this equipment behind me. I got the ring light. I got everything. Okay. It heightened it. I mean, come on.
Right. That's how I answered it. I said it heightened it because the chump change that I would have spent hanging out, doing this, that, and the other, going to restaurants, all that money was just sitting there. And I said to myself, let me get a camera, shoot my own videos. Let me get a couple of more pieces of equipment to do this music, to get it done. Yeah, so it's going out the creative thing in me. I'm like, wow, I never sat still this long, man.
I'm like, I'm about to go in the studio tomorrow with somebody, and man, I got so much. It brought out so much. So that was a beautiful thing about it. So I hope it did it for everybody, all you other creatives. I hope you ain't sitting around moping. You know, take your Kaleido Silver, Echinacea, black seed oil, what else? I take
oregano and some other stuff. Yeah, elderberry, some sea moss. Yeah,
take it all and get in the studio
and some fresh air.
Yes, and put your feet in the ground. You know, and get some fresh air.
Right.
So, all right, man.
All right. So midnight. So send me the link, and I'm gonna get Soleil down here, and we're gonna blast it on the system.
Yay. Okay.
Send me the link.
So excited.
All right.
Give her my love. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you for producing this. Thank you for inspiring me. And you know what I needed. To me, it was a godsend.
Give thanks.
I works through people, so it was a godsend.
All right, give thanks. Really appreciate it. All right.
Love, peace.
All right, all love, respect. Let me. I'm waiting.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
That was Professor Griff. Yay! That is like mentor, homie, respect. Come on, y'all know Professor Griff. Rock and roll, Hall of Fame legend. Just got a Grammy Legend Award or Lifetime Achievement Grammy Award. co-founder of Public Enemy, multi-talented producer, musician. And yeah, so I give thanks. Alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful. All right, y'all, we got one more song that Professor Griff produced. This is the end. This is kind of a jazz feel. He felt the jazz vibes with these lyrics. And this lyric, I can't wait to do the video because it will tell the story of the poem more. You'll hear how my voice changes in the poem from one to the next. It starts off with just a struggle of being human. Being in this life is human. My struggles over the years of just remaining on a path of righteousness and of high frequency and awareness. It comes with many trials. And then it goes into me finally meeting the path that I am now, my spiritual teacher, who's from West Africa, Sheikh Mahi, and just going into a whole nother portal of where I am today and continuing to expand and grow and ascend. So this is my last song. It's called Activated, the title of the album, Activated.
I realized at 19, true hawk was more than dreams. Now on everything, show queen self is high supreme. See them pure eyes gleam, flying past me, they get greater. In each lyric I speak, your thirsty mouth get even wetter. And splice them letters into classic thesis, birthing go-getters. So let me make rhymes clear, posted up and steady, my dear. Expanded conscious, some fear, stay in high realms past the sphere. Speech pattern intervene between poetic and them prose. Flows like ancient waters for sacred daughters, cause they know. They feel what I say in they core, plug like vessels to grow. I spit higher mics on fire, make your mind fold and twist. Been quiet too long, all this wrong, now my soul is bliss. I'm here bold, you can't miss. The Most High say go on and persist. To some, this is so dangerous. But later on in life, heart grew cold and hard as ice. Sometimes nice, but more than twice, bitterness sliced me thrice. Taught me more than being slick, I learned to go deep within. Hard times, rocky roads, I had to start over again and again. Once I grew wings, copper skins, is where real schooling began. Them portals open, books and truth was spoken to me. Clarity, inspiration, all I saw was victory. Intuitive on top, glowing for all to see. I'm mesmerized with them chords, vocal skills, vocal swords. Sometimes with no rewards, work toward mastery lyrically forward. Releasing the bars in this poetry game, making it level. Mystical, traditional, harmony, killer, clever. Giving up on my mission at this point, never ever. I got my Tafis amulet, ancient scrolls round my neck. Game bold humility, rocking crowds, getting respect. Nobian galaxies overseas and never met. Global warming hearts with spirit art like old cassettes. At this moment now I see the Most High's faster plans. Perfectly prepared, carved and woven with God's master's hands. Lessons in backpack, notebook, pen, tasbih in right hand. Hey, it's my time every cycle, every season. On the stage, always got 1,000 reasons. How some perceive me still waits, I'm steady revealing. I got beat songs, instruments composing my lyrical healing. Perfume with victory, authentic living history. They became like Al-Fatiha and Salatul Fatihi. They leave legacies, loaded, learn, lively, lit, light. They come souls expanding, commanding, so intense, like the sweet smell of frankincense at our ego's expense. They look and sound like freedom, faith-filled, focused, fruitful, filtering, fertilizable. They are resuscitating souls that long for the Creator's love like wombs warmth, wrapped in rakahs, healing scars from here and far. From the U.S. to Al-Azhar, they raise the bar. We're open vessels, arms wide, submitting, here we are. They found some almost dead on arrival. Revival was in order to restore hearts with odor, purifying the stench. So we clench to our saints and shakes that quench our thirst to recite and rehearse Quranic ayahs in each verse. The righteous tongue with quotes. They stay marinating on our throats, bringing zealous actions and dispersing hope. Our goal is to fold our souls in whole memories, to be aligned with divine, invited to Allah's beloved that sung and sing and offer prayers. Oh, what divine love that hugs and smothers us, that covers us, that loves us. An invitation longed for, to stay strong for, fight for the end of prolonged war. So our hearts soar, longing for guidance in deep silence and silence, ascensions at the mention of Allah's reliance. Blessings bloom as we consume the written words, reciting wazifas and words. Hearts blaze from the beauty blooming, all consuming, to go higher and higher. Macombs inspire, only Allah's desire, burning, bursting egos on fire. So we will be perfumed with victory, authentic living history, and we become like Al-Fatiha and Salatul Al-Fatihi.
That was it. So that was my album, Activated. Thank you for all the love. Where you can buy it, Stacy, you asked where you can buy it. It will be on all streaming platforms. It goes on midnight Eastern time. It will be on all platforms. But as soon as this is over, I'm going to post it on my Facebook page. I'll post it under my YouTube video and on my website, where you can go to a direct link and get it from my Bandcamp page. So yes, any questions? That was it. I feel so blessed to have had all of the producers on the show. Professor Griff produced most of the album, and like I said, it was a labor of love, and I'm very humbled that he even thought to say, look, you need to get something out, because he has been asking about that over the years, over and over and over again. And that's the beautiful thing, that God will send people when your divine purpose have to be birthed. The right people will come. You just have to trust. You have to keep going. You have to do things from a energy of high frequency, of energy of knowing that this is a higher calling for you. And I know I'm an artist of high frequency, high energy. I've been an artist all my life, and I just continue to flow. And me being back into the studio and heightened and working with such magnificent artists is just inspiration for me to continue to allow God to speak through me. And I pray that my words are a healing to your soul. I hope they evoke some action to get closer to the divine, closer to yourself, activism, to love our brothers and sisters more, to know that we come from resilient people, and to get activated. I hope you are fully activated now. I am activated. And that was the purpose of this whole project, to stay activated, stay again on high at this time, stay taking your vitamins, stay eating those red onions, that ginger, stay outside as much as you can in the grass, in meditating, getting the sun. Even when the sun goes out, still take those walks. Just cover up and take the walks in nature and breathe in the breath of life. And I hope when you listen to this, I hope it brings you joy. I hope you feel a high connection to your spiritual self. And I pray that you are blessed beyond what you can even imagine. God just says be, and it is. And God said be, and it is. And this project was manifest. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Again, it will be available. I'm going to post it up right after this on Bandcamp. So please support me. This is how I continue to do more work, and how I'm an independent artist, meaning I pay for all my studio. I pay for everything. People on the album, travels, everything, branding, posting it on everything. So I'm going to post a link about a few minutes after this. And then at midnight Eastern time, it will go on all platforms for you to include to your playlist on Spotify, Google Play, wherever you listen to it, iTunes, wherever you listen. And I want to thank everybody who had a hand in doing this. Thank my family for always supporting me. My sisters, my parents, my daughters, my husband. I want to thank again Professor Griff. I want to thank Aki Dawson. I want to thank Reginald R. Robinson. So thank you again to the audience. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have any music if I didn't feel like it resonated with the people. Stay vibrating high. Stay in love energy and love frequency. And we're going to get through this on the other side of the high vibration. The earth is shifting to high frequency energy, and we have to shift with it. So let's raise our energy and our frequencies by meditating, by praying, by eating those things physically, spiritually, musically, on all levels that are high vibrations. Sending you so much love. And I want to thank New Freedom Exchange. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go like their page for actually hosting this tonight, my activated album release virtual online party that premiered all over the world. Share it, share it, share it. I'm going to leave it up. Share it with your friends and your family. And most of all, in about 30 minutes, I'll put a link up and buy my album. Love you so much. Love yourselves. Love each other. Peace and divine love. Assalamu alaikum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salam, peace and divine love. Marhaba, welcome. Marhaba, welcome, welcome. I want to thank those who came before me, those who restore me, those who adore me, who reflect more of me, who celebrate my free just to be me. Alhamdulillah, all praise is due to God. Are you ready to be fully activated? I am activated. Marhaba, welcome, welcome. Marhaba.